Hi guys, this is my Vanderpump Rules update for June 2022. Let's talk about Katie and Tom's divorce situation because Katie went on a podcast called The Relation SHIT podcast recently and let us know what really went down between her and Tom. So let's talk about it. She talked about how they met in 2010 when she was jaded by the dating scene in LA. I mean, I hear it's pretty bad. And they became official when she invited him to lunch and basically asked him out. And he had said something like he wasn't sure if he was going to be a good boyfriend. Foreshadowing much? I mean, yeah. And 12 years later, married and in a $1 million house, Katie says that she started to feel uneasy about things and she would wake up and think, like, what am I doing? She said that she felt like beaten down, her confidence had suffered, and she felt like she was coming in last in the relationship all the time. She then agonized about bringing up the fact that she wasn't happy for like a month and a half and finally got the nerves to do it. But it seems like maybe, she made it seem like maybe it's fixable when it really was not. And they actually went to a counseling session and she realized basically she was donezo. And now they're taking another big step in their divorce journey. They've listed their amazing house for $2.749 million, according to Reality Blurb. So good for them. They'll be making a pretty good profit on the house, it seems. It's a beautiful, beautiful house. On Instagram, Katie had posted a picture of herself in an empty room in the house and said, "I hate goodbyes, and this one hurts a lot. The emotions and words are hard to pin down. Closing this chapter on my life feels like attending my own funeral, but I'm very much alive. Thank you, house, for being the coziest, brightest home, for the memories, for being my sanctuary, for letting me dress you up like a Hallmark movie set at Christmas, and for being ours. I'm going to miss coming home." It's so sad. Meanwhile, there's another rift in the Vanderpump Rules world. This time, it's between Stassi and Beau and Jax and Brittany. She didn't name names, but on her podcast, Stassi implied that Jax and Brittany canceled at the last minute for their wedding in Italy and that there was some story about a golf tournament potentially and something about a group chat situation. Ultimately, she had said, "Good friends don't do that. They don't talk SHIT about your wedding behind your back or pretend that they're coming and give a list of reasons why they're not coming to other people. Friends don't do that to each other." At the same time, Jax is her ex, so I thought maybe she just didn't invite him because of that reason. Like, it could be mildly awkward. He did have, her name tattooed on his arm a few years ago, so it is what it is. But Brittany actually went on a podcast recently and elaborated on the reasons why they couldn't go. She said, we had actual reasons why we couldn't go that were not talked about, like Cruz's passport didn't come in. My mom had a death in the family and had to go home. I mean, there was actual things that happened right before the wedding that we actually couldn't make it to the wedding for those reasons. Anyways, destination weddings can be tricky, I have to say, and can cause issues, right? Jax and Brittany recently spent time in Kentucky, by the way. Also, recently, I watched an interview on Jeff Lewis Live with Lala, and Josh Flagg was there randomly from $1 Million Listing. And Lala broke down everything that went down with Randall and the breakup of their engagement. And it was a lot. She admitted that they portrayed something in public that was not how it was at home. She said that she received information from Randall's ex that they were still working on their marriage still when Lala was in the picture, and Lala had no idea. She thought he was like very separated. She also said that she thinks God intervened for her not to actually go through with the marriage. They were actually supposed to get married, I believe, in 2020, but ended up not doing it. It's a whole thing, and actually, it's a lot worse of a situation than I thought. And she said that, she just kept getting triggered by him all the time. So, anyways, we all know how that ended. And meanwhile, Sandoval and Ariana went to the MTV Awards and things seem to be going good for them. And I can't wait for the next season of Vanderpump Rules. All right, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on the Vanderpump Rules update on drama. And have a great day and week. Bye.